Oh, welcome everybody. Sorry if you got the Twitch notification that I'm live and you thought you were going to catch a DJ set, because you are not in luck. Sorry, it's not a DJ set today. What this is in case you didn't know, in April or May, I set up a Patreon page where I do a whole bunch of cool stuff and tutorials and one-on-one sessions and things like that. One of the things I do is a sample challenge. This is the second one now, basically, where I provide the subscribers with bunch of samples. This time it was 12, and they had to make a track, and the track had to be between 30 and 90 seconds long. They had to use the samples as creatively as possible, use as many of them as possible, and I was judging on those factors, so how creative they were, and obviously the production quality of the track that they submitted. And this time around I got about 24, I think, submissions, which is awesome. And what I'm going to do is basically play you the samples that I sent them, and for the Patreon guys, obviously just a little bit of a refresher, and then run through the runners up, the top 5, and then at the end I also just did a version for myself. I'll also play you guys that one. So DRC, how do we enter? Dude, you will have to join the Patreon page. The link will be up on the screen in a second, and then when the next one comes around in probably a month and a half or 2 months time, you just join it in. All right, let's go. Let's see if this works. Boom. Hey. All right. Okay. So these were the samples that I sent. I'll play through them each one at a time so you guys can hear them. So this was a car door. Okay. A little vocal sample.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on. And then like a bicycle sort of wheel clicking. All right. And another little slice out of a track.
I've got peace deep in my soul. I've got love making me whole.
All right, okay. And then a little plucky thing that I just wrote quickly. All right, yeah, Benji, yeah, there were a lot of cool things you could use. Then there was a little scratchy snare from Missy Elliott track. All right, some cool percussion you could use there. A little bit of a smoky sound. Oh yeah, sort of a sparkly type sound. And then a huge subwoofer type hit. A sample out of Run DMC track.
Oh yeah, all right.
What's up, Chris? Welcome. And then a vacuum. Nice little piece you could have used there at the end, but slowing down. And a wood crack. Okay, so all of those sounds, the subscribers had to turn those into a track. They were able to add their own drums, and they were able to use 2 extra synthesizers. So like if they wanted to add like a bass sound or whatever that they couldn't use through a wavetable from one of these samples, they could do that. Aliflow vacuum was everything. I guess what I should say first is that it was really, really hard to judge this, because honestly, the quality, the standard of the quality was so much higher than the first one. Everybody did something fresh and interesting and exciting, and I couldn't really just get away with playing like the top 7. So I just cut like a few of the submissions or all of the submissions together actually into like little sort of 5-second snippets, so you can hear them like pretty much all in a row, and then I'll go and play like the top 7 in a row, so, or each one at a time. So this is now like little bits and pieces of everybody's submissions.
just made this fucking sick shit, so I was excited. I want to fucking show everybody.
Oh man, that was the last one's winner. Put that little sample of Wongo there. I had to put that at the end. Honestly, like, shit is fire. Everything was so good. Honestly, everyone on the page is super talented, and I wish I could give I could give all you guys a win, but I couldn't, and that's why I wanted to just play like all of those, because yeah, badass submissions. Really, really cool. So well done. Okay. And you can hear it's super diverse. Like, they're not all house tracks. There's drum and bass, there's down tempo, there's like hip hop, there's so much cool stuff. Anyway, let's jump into the top 7. So the 2 green ones, the first I'm going to play are like the runners up, and then the top 5, and then the super fancy pink one at the bottom is just mine. So I'll play that at the end. But I think let's jump into the first runner up, which is Samuel Mia. He also actually was in the top 5, I think, in the first one. But I really just dig the groove and the weirdness of this. Let's go. I didn't load up my air horn like last time. Damn. The groove on that is really, really power. And I just love the way that he took like the wood hits and the car doors and like all that weird shit and turned it into percussion and stuff, and just end up making like this crazy, like slow BPM groover. Super, super dope. Macmillio. That's good timing, my man. Because the second runner-up is Macmillio. I swear, dude, psychic or something. I really like the way Mac took the melodic elements, tuned and distorted them to create a new melody in this version. So a little bit more up-tempo than the previous one and more in your face. Let's give it a listen. Spicy. Yeah, I mean, I really like the way that he created a new melody with a little distorted sort of synths and bits and pieces from the samples. And I also like the scale that he used. It was kind of an unusual scale. It's not just like a typical minor scale. Honestly, I would love to tell you the name of what scale it was, but I actually have no fucking idea. But it was really cool. So nice work, my man. Macmillio. Good job. All right. And then in fifth place, we have Ovation. Also, I think an honorable mention the last time. Really, really good producer. Really young. Still in school. Stay in school, guys. I think my favorite parts of this submission were probably the way he used the textures and stuff. Sounds really full, in your face, badass. Let's go. Crazy, really good, super good producer, really great track. Lots of elements. Honestly, I could see this. I mean, I know you turned the last submission he made for the last one into a full track. I think a lot of people would be keen to see you do that again. Ovation. Okay. Nice one. Awesome. Really, really good. And then in fourth place, we have got also South African, actually. Trademark. Okay. So Trademark did something really cool here. He got a really cool groove that's kind of like empty, but that still has like a ton of energy. I really like the way he sprinkled like little textures and stuff over the top of things. And this is just like a really badass chuggy groove. Really caught my ear. So let's go. Trademark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just such a nice groove. Just plods along really nicely. I particularly like the way that the little Soshwe approved. Wife says yummy. The way that it just kind of like pulls itself along, and all those little weird pieces of texture like the wood clank and all that crazy stuff just like coming in and out over the top. I thought that was pretty dope. Nice one, Marcus. All right, top 3. Okay, this one was took a little different route from the house kind of formula, which I thought was super fresh, and it actually came out really well. It sounds like the whole track was sort of like formulated for a proper reason, which I think is what made me choose it to come third. It's by Cody Kirby. All right, let's hit it.
I've got
I don't know, man. I thought that was really fresh. Like taking the melodic elements of the samples. The organ was pretty hard to work with because it was, it wasn't just a single note. You really had to work to make it work well. And I think Cody did the best job out of everyone on that. I think he took what could have been something really difficult to work with, and he turned it into something really dope. And like the whole vibe, just I don't know, man. It's got a proper vibe. Nice one. Yeah. Feel good vibe. All right. Number 2, the second place goes to, man. He messaged me asking if it was still going to be up because it's 5 a.m. where he is right now. And I obviously couldn't tell him that he was going to come second. So I was like, well, just try tune in. So maybe he's here, maybe he's not. But if he is, and if he isn't, whatever, you can watch it later when you wake up, you lazy fucker. Cats Not Dogs. Another 4/4 submission, but he went super creative with the placky synth and a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I'll let this track do the talking. It's really, really interesting. Super weird and super interesting. All right. Crazy. I mean, yeah, that's super interesting. Like that whole first section where he took the first 3 notes of the plaque, somehow like separated them or whatever, and then sped them up to create like a single note, and then slowed them down again. It's just like, it's so weird, but it's so enjoyable. And that's why I give you second place, James. Great work, my man. And lastly, the winner. Okay, so I mean, this probably had perhaps like the tightest production quality ovation. Put that on Box of Cats. You never know, man. Yeah, I think the thing that made me choose this submission as the winner was just the best sort of production quality, pretty much out of all the submissions, I think, and just really, really crazy use of like wave tables to create some of the maddest basses I think I've ever heard. So yeah, let's jump into it. The winner is Milan Furi. Nice one, my man. Let's not fuck around. Let's listen. Yeah, I mean that's just badass. That's a really fucking good track. The way that he had taken little bits and pieces of the samples, laid them amongst his drums, and taken bits and pieces of the longer samples, used the wavetables of them in whatever he used. I don't know, Serum, Massive, something, and he just created the craziest stuff. Ah, there you are, Milan. Nice one, my dude. Congrats. The winner of the second sample challenge is Milan Furi. Nice one, man. Yeah. Good show. Good show. All right. Nice, guys. Thank you for fucking hanging around through all of the technical difficulties. Before you go, I also had a bash at the track, and I created something that was also sort of like out of my comfort zone. So yeah, have a listen. I hope you guys dig it. I'll probably do like a little breakdown like I did with the last one on the Patreon in a couple of weeks. But yeah, this is what I kind of came up with. I used all the samples as well. Yeah, so that was what I did with the samples, just kind of like turning some shit into some weird, crazy, spacey dub, down tempo, something. I'm not even sure. It was nice to do something. Obviously, the first sample challenge that I did, I kind of created like a drum and bass track, which I really had fun with, and I kind of wanted to see if I could do something a little different. And I'm really happy with how it came out. Trademark. Yeah, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Well done to the winners. I'll put a post up shortly or tomorrow, and I will do the same thing that I did the last time. I'll make a private SoundCloud playlist where you guys can go and listen to all the submissions and stuff. Obviously only available to the people on Patreon. So if you are interested in shit like this and you're not on the Patreon, or you want to learn more about the way I write my music and the techniques that I use, and get involved with Q&A sessions and be a part of a really cool Discord community where everyone is like super engaging and stuff, then head over to patreon.com/KyleWatsonMusic. There's a whole bunch of different tiers. If you're not interested in music production and you actually just want to support me because 2020, then you can choose the lowest tier, which is $3 a month, and you get access to the community, but you don't get the tutorials and stuff because perhaps you're not a producer or you just want to support. So, and then obviously if you are a producer, you can pay either 5, 10, or 20 depending on what you want out of the page. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you liked all of the tracks, and I'm sorry about the stream drop, the technical issues, but thanks for hanging around to those who did. And yeah, stay safe, wash your hands, sanitize, take it easy, Mko. Peace.